Anxiety, stress, overthinking, these are the modern plagues we all know too well. We live in the most connected age in history, and yet we've never felt more disconnected from ourselves. The demands of modern life, notifications, expectations, uncertainty, never stop. But over 2,000 years ago, a group of ancient philosophers quietly mastered the answer. They called it Stoicism. And today, we'll explore why this ancient way of thinking may be the cure for modern anxiety. Let's be honest, life today is intense. We're overstimulated, overscheduled, and overwhelmed. Social media constantly compares us to others. The news floods us with fear. We're pressured to be productive 24/7 and punished if we slow down. This creates a kind of ambient anxiety, a constant background hum of stress. We worry about things we can't control, what others think, what might happen, what we can't predict, and we rarely stop to breathe. This is where Stoicism enters, not as a religion, not as rigid rules, but as a mental framework for peace. Stoicism was born in ancient Greece and refined in the Roman Empire. Thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius weren't monks or hermits. They were leaders, soldiers, slaves, and citizens living in chaotic, uncertain times, just like us. But instead of panicking, they turned inward. Stoicism teaches one powerful idea: control what you can, accept what you can't. It sounds simple, but it's transformative. Anxiety thrives when we try to control the uncontrollable. Stoicism teaches us how to reclaim that control by focusing only on what is within our power. At the heart of Stoicism is what's called the Dichotomy of Control. It asks one simple question: is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, release it. Your thoughts, your actions, your choices, within your control. The weather, the opinions of others, the past, the future, not within your control. Most anxiety comes from mentally battling things outside our control. We replay old mistakes. We imagine worst-case futures. We obsess over how others see us. But the Stoic doesn't waste energy there. They ask, what can I do right now with what I have? That's real power. That's peace. Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's practice. Just like you train your body, Stoicism trains the mind. Here's how. Journaling like Marcus Aurelius did in Meditations, writing down thoughts and reflecting daily. Negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to reduce fear and prepare the mind. Voluntary discomfort, choosing small hardships to build strength. Fasting, cold showers, silence, memento mori, remembering death, not to be grim, but to value life. These practices sound ancient, but science now backs them. Modern cognitive behavioral therapy is heavily inspired by Stoicism. In fact, the Roman Stoic Epictetus said, "It's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." That's nearly identical to cognitive behavioral therapy core teaching. So yes, Stoicism isn't just ancient, it's eternal. Let's apply Stoicism to everyday anxieties. Fear of failure? Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Failing is part of progress." Fear of judgment? Epictetus reminds us, it's not things themselves that upset us, but our judgments about them. Let them think. That's their mind, not yours. Fear of the future? Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Anxiety is often a movie in our minds that never plays out. Fear of losing control? Stoicism teaches, control isn't about certainty, it's about resilience. You may not control the storm, but you can control the ship. With each fear, the Stoic asks, what is mine to control? What is not? And they focus only on the first. Here's how a Stoic might start their day, something you can adopt tomorrow. Wake early. Begin before the noise of the world. Read a passage, something from Marcus Aurelius or Seneca. Journal. Ask, what's in my control today? What virtues will I live by? Visualize adversity. What challenges might come? How will I respond with calm? Go into the world with clarity and calm. You'll face chaos, you'll feel doubt, but you'll have an inner anchor because you started strong. Anxiety thrives in the unknown, the uncontrolled, the future. But Stoicism grounds us in the present. It tells us, don't wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a difficult one. We can't stop the storms of life, but we can become still within them. We can learn to let go of what's not ours and master what is. And that, my friend, is inner strength. That is Stoicism. And that is the answer to modern anxiety.